Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad is challenging a court ruling that does not allow trains to use the second track it's adding through La Crosse until after a hearing late next month. News 8's Kyle Dimke joins us now with more from both sides of this argument.
Well, Mike, members of the group Citizens Acting for Rail Safety filed a lawsuit against BNSF Railway back in March, claiming the Wisconsin DNR gave the rail company a wetland permit without a thorough environmental review. And that stay you were referring to, was put in place earlier this month. But in documents filed this week by a BNSF attorney, the company says this court order will have a serious impact on rail transportation across the northern United States.
Construction isn't finished quite yet, but the railroad crossing sign where the BNSF tracks meet Cass Street in the Crosse already says 2 tracks. But a court-ordered stay may prevent the use of that second track, even when it is drivable, for a few extra weeks. However, BNSF is asking the court to reconsider the stay because it, quote, comes at the worst possible time for BNSF and its customers. The company says in September its rail traffic increases as retailers prep for the holiday season and farmers send their crops to market. But a BNSF attorney says every day this order is in effect will create a serious risk of congestion and delay on a major artery of interstate transportation that is critical to the U.S. economy. Farmers seeking to move grain to market could experience delays at a critical time in their market cycle, and retailers could have difficulty stocking up for the most important time of the year in their market. The attorney representing the plaintiffs, Citizens Acting for Rail Safety, says this is not a new argument from BNSF.
They raised a lot of these concerns in previous briefing and affidavits to the court, so that's information that the court considered and balancing all the factors, including the petitioner's interest in protecting the environment until an adequate environmental assessment can be done.
Williams says her team is still looking into if BNSF's claims are valid, but says what she knows is true is that if more trains are coming through La Crosse as is expected, that creates many more dangers for residents here.
A train derailment can cause serious impacts no matter what they're hauling, but when you consider that they're hauling highly volatile crude oil in many of these trains and the potential for explosions and leaks into the adjacent marsh, the La Crosse River, the Mississippi River, that definitely increases the seriousness of potential impacts.
And in these recent filings, BNSF says it expects to have construction completed on the second track by the beginning of September.
Thanks a lot, Kyle. There is a hearing on this stay next week at the La Crosse County Courthouse. Arguments from both sides and a final ruling on the case will happen at the end of next month.